In a speech delivered to Congress in May 1961, President John F. Kennedy recognized the need for special operations as a measure against guerrilla warfare. Meanwhile, the Navy was already putting together elite units for exactly that task. The Navy's underwater demolition teams grew into the SEALs we know today, and they were baptized in the waters of Vietnam. These men were experts in hand-to-hand combat, high-altitude parachuting, demolitions in foreign languages, all skills that would prove useful in Vietnam. At the beginning of 1962, SEALs were mobilized into South Vietnam to take on an advisory role. Less than a year later, they were participating in the covert CIA-sponsored Phoenix program. Details of the Phoenix program are blurry, as covert CIA stuff tends to be, but what is known is that it involved the SEALs doing what they do best, capturing and assassinating high-value targets. This meant they would infiltrate deep behind enemy lines and directly engage the enemy when they thought they were safe. The SEALs were constantly on the move through rough and unforgiving terrain to complete their mission, and they found that the standard-issue battle dress uniform wasn't exactly up to the task, and the olive drab uniforms didn't quite blend in as well as they could. SEALs, along with the rest of the Special Operations community, have an advantage over most conventional troops. No one outside of Special Operations is ballsy enough to walk up to a bearded SEAL and berate them for not being in uniform. So, the SEALs soon adopted locally sourced tiger stripe camouflage, along with blue jeans. They chose Levi's 501 to dampen sound as they moved through water, and camouflage field shirts to hide themselves amongst the foliage. This allowed the SEALs to sneak into enemy compounds without worrying about catching their pants on a branch, loudly ripping some fabric, and sacrificing the element of surprise. The blue jeans were durable and comfortable, but the pants that are now worn around the world have had a long connection to the US Navy. But they weren't called jeans, but rather dungarees. It was in 1901 when the United States Navy adopted a utility uniform that included denim dungarees. These were still bell-bottomed pants, and certainly didn't have the shape or curves of more fashionable designer jeans, but in everything but name, these are pretty much blue jeans. From the photographic evidence, it appears that those Navy SEALs who donned the jeans in Vietnam weren't wearing a Navy-issue utility uniform, but were rocking their Levi's or other brands of the day. In the end, it was what got the job done.